Okay, so part 3. Sorry everyone, it's obviously taking a while to upload videos on YouTube. Now, just a quick word of warning to those having problems uploading their videos on YouTube. As I was uploading something on mine, and this proves they're trying to stop the truth coming out. When I played back my video, and I always play back my videos to check and make sure that it's uploaded okay, what I actually spotted was I was being drained from watching my own video. They're actually placing dark magic into the uploads. Be careful, okay? That's something I haven't put in my own videos. So when, like, my video playback, it's a bit jittery and a bit off and outset with the video. The words are offset with the video. And then I noticed an energy drain. So if your videos on YouTube are being impacted, it's because the YouTube owners are trying to prevent the truth from coming out because they're paid to. Like some people spotted, and I've been working with the tarot community now for the last 4 years. Others are spotting, you know, the percentage of payments and things like that. And we're all looking at different avenues to better promote our businesses, put our work out there. But what I just spotted on a playback was an energy drain, which means as the videos are being uploaded, if you're a truth teller and you're speaking the truth like myself, they are trying to prevent us from speaking the truth. So if you're having video problems, that will be it, okay? So this is why it took an unbelievably long time to post up a 45-minute video, as they've been slowing my video time releasage all along. You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, it could take 15-18 hours to upload a video, which shouldn't be. And I've changed my internet because my internet got hacked and they were misusing my internet usage for something that shouldn't have been. And the upload speed was far slower. So I've changed the internet speed. It's way higher and it's still taking a while to upload the videos. So be very wary when you post your uploads on YouTube. As I did a playback and watch back, I felt an energy drain in my own work, which shouldn't have been there because I didn't post it like that. So watch these channels that we're all promoting our businesses on. Some of them are being paid, the actual companies themselves are being paid to affect our work as truth tellers, okay? So be wary. I'm changing avenue on which way I'm putting my business too, because I had the same on Instagram. I had messages from hackers on Instagram saying they were keeping the money from my business. So, and that's not going to happen because I will demand it back. So you can pack that in. So, less wittering in this video. Obviously, I'm trying to keep everyone up to date and it is all aligning. I'm seeing all these tarot readings align around the world, which is what it should be. If it's the truth, it will align all around the world. And that's what I'm doing, going through the readings as, you know, an angelic Reiki master and a medium and a tarot reader, and aiding others. All the idea, the truth all combines together collectively, and everybody should be voicing the truth forward. I'm seeing it in so many others now who are being impacted as well. We're all working together for the same purpose, for elevation of the planet. All mediums should be working on par, not against each other. You know, I've had others in competition with me, pretending to be me. They can't be me because they don't have my life experience or my past life experiences, which I've remembered. Why I bring forward a massive amount of healing to the table in the business, and I'm expanding it outwards to teach others so they can do the work themselves, elevate their energy while at the same time helping others. That's the point to all of this, okay? So working as quick as I can my side. Like I said, the design's all ready to go. I've had tarot readers pretending to be me. I've had mediums pretending to be me. I've had other people pretending to be me. And only I can be me and my twin flame. But my twin flame can't swap destinies with me either. And he's tried to. It's the divine feminines. I'm the divine feminine. The divine feminines are actually the healers. And this goes back to the Egyptian times. You know, we're all healers. All the women are the healers, the nurturers, the providers, the protectors of their families. And collectively, I am the the nurturer, provider, protector, healer for all our families, all combined together. As I've got I'm the generational curse breaker in my family, and also I'm bringing family tree healing into the business. So I'm going to be teaching others if you want to know how to do it. But it all to do with healing your own family's generational wounds, which I did so by the time I was 21, before my kids were born, in order to then spend the last 25 years helping everybody else heal, which is what I've been doing, healing and elevating as many as I can, aiding others to heal. Whether they appreciate it or not, it's up to them. But I'm here to do my duty as the angelic realm and God has told me to do, and that's why my gifts, they've tried to siphon and steal my gifts. You can't siphon and steal it. You can put the work in and help yourselves in terms of elevating your energy to the levels we're about to go into collectively next. I've got the design and I'm going to be teaching it, okay? This is where I'm the generational curse breaker of humanity. I was the test for humanity, and I'm also the generational curse breaker and elevator overall. And that's why I'm trying to get as many mediums and healers together to do the work, to do the healing, to elevate as many as we can collectively. And we're all doing it on our own individual channels, but collectively we should be all working on the same energy vibration in order to bring the highest vibrational levels of planet Earth as we can. That is what we're here designed to do in this here and now. So while I was waiting for the video to upload, planetary rights laws have been broken, and here is where we bring in the court case. That's why I've handed it to the UN for them to investigate into what's going on. Okay, rest assured, England, the government are under investigation. The UN has been working on it as to why England fell into poverty and what's going on. And it's a lot to do with what happened after the pandemic, which I had to even forewarn them a war was about to break out between Russia and Ukraine. Okay, planetary rights laws have been broken for the destruction of the planet. We should not be at that stage in time right now. It's created a paradox, all these lies in history. Remember, a lot of history got changed. A lot of lies were told, just as a lot of lies were told about me. From a higher level, a lot of lies were told in history, throughout history, and the Second World War. You know, we've got family members that had their credits stolen off them in the Second World War, especially my first husband's side. And that's why my children have got the truth on that one that they have to bring forward, which is an individual that brought down Rudolf Hess's plane. In the Second World War, it wasn't the farmer. See, every time they lie in history, it changes history itself. It creates a paradox, a parallel universe. So planetary rights laws have been broken, which is where we come in to voice the truth forward throughout history as we go through our own soul Akashic records to verify the truth, which is what I've been doing as well the last 2 years, is going through sacred remembrance of my past life Akashic records in order to see where the truth and the lies happened in humanity and the planet itself. Planetary rights laws got broken, and this is where we're here to create the change for the better, elevate and heal as many as we can, so we can bring the earth back into its natural state. A parallel universe was created when they kept telling lies about the earth, and parts of history got buried and lied about. This is more important. This is way bigger than just a twin flame collective. This is what we have to look at. Look in your own Akashic records. Where did history lie about your own families? You'll see it. Okay, so UN is well and truly aware of what the UK government have done, and that's why they're being interviewed. And obviously COVID and stuff like that, you know, it's just a repeat in history. Spanish flu. I looked. So we all have a love and respect for our past in our families. believe you me, my ancestors have been, you know, celebrating in the spirit realm for the last 4 years on things that I've achieved in my family ancestry, you know, and breaking generational curses, as I'm the generational curse breaker in mine. And they're even coming forward in the spirit realm, the same planetary rights laws have been broken. So this is higher than earth laws. This is way higher earth laws. Okay, we are here for our humanity's evolution. That is the point to all of this. The generational curse breakers, the twin flames, those that are here to elevate humanity to a higher purpose like never before. That is the point to it all. That's why you heal all your childhood wounds. Like I said, I healed mine by the time I was 21. I had a great family around me that I was lucky enough who did support me, you know. And I did have friends around me who helped heal that. There's your confirmation. So, lucky enough to have people who aided me heal from my childhood wounds that I went through growing up by the time I was 21. So by the time my kids were born, it didn't impact my kids. Okay? That's the point. Each generation is meant to get better and better. More and more healed, as we're finding. Each generation's de-evolving. Shouldn't be. It should be the other way around. So we're here for the planet's elevation. We're here for humanity's elevation. Okay? I'm going to stop whittering, but obviously fill people in on the truth as we go along. All wounded healers who've been targeted like myself. And that's why you've got to heal you. As a healer, you have to heal your wounds. As we've been healed, we've been targeted and attacked. That's why I've spent the last 4 years working with other tarot readers in the community around the world. And they've been aiding me heal my wounds in ways, you know, some got it right, some got it wrong. Some were seeing it from a lower vibrational perspective, some were getting it spot on. And I always thank those that did. And obviously have to say, well, actually, you got that bit right, but that bit's not quite right. And that's not judging the mediums at all in any way, shape or form, all right? We're all here collectively working together. So, wounded healers that have been targeted as much as me, and I've been targeted my whole life for being a natural born medium and healer, starseed light worker. We're here to aid as many as we can, and the truth cannot be prevented, no matter how many times they try and stop our videos from being posted, okay? We all work together. We all keep going as best as we can. And I've been trying to shield you, protect you. If I see you've been in danger and I see you've been targeted, I've sent the angelic realm out to help you. I work very well with Archangel Michael. That's why he's in the novel. As a spirit guide. So we're all here on par working together, all right? Should be no laughing, because it's people's lives. We should be laughing about people's lives in the tarot community. It's not funny. We don't laugh about other people. And there's one thing I will pull up quickly on. God does not punish people with disabilities. That is a misconception, all right? I had somebody say that to me who was highly religious, who turned around and said, oh, you're being punished by God because you've got disabilities. No. I find the most awakened souls, the most spiritually in tune souls have disabilities. You look at sensory overload in autism. You look at, you know, different sensories in autism and disability. That's what I specialize in, combining spirituality with disability. And that's where I've spent the last 25 years in holistic healing for disability. Not curing autism. We're not here to cure people of autism. Autism is something completely different. Okay? We are not curing autism. We're not eradicating autism. Autism is highly sensitive souls, highly intelligent. And same with Asperger's. And I've got plenty of Asperger's in my family. My kids are autistic. My husband's autistic. My stepfather's possibly Asperger's too. Never been diagnosed properly. None of them have. My mother-in-law only recently got diagnosed with disabilities too. ADHD. So, you know, and they're highly intelligent people. Don't ever say God punishes people by giving them disabilities. That's a bad judgment in itself. Please don't say that. You know, especially don't say it to a disability advocate and professional care providers such as myself, okay? Who's spiritually in tune with a lot of disability. There's a spiritual reason behind disability with our autism, Asperger's. That is a natural state. But there's a massive increase in autism, and I had confirmed that since these vaccinations, there was going to be a massive increase in autism by GP services. You know, yes, some of the pharmaceutical industry may have caused disabilities in the mind. These COVID vaccines was the chemical warfare. I even stated that, okay? Having MOD training behind me, I had to, you know, in animal science and, you know, testing for CJD and stuff like that in the past. I was the clever one who spotted how it all came about and remembered anthrax of the 90s. Chemical warfare. Chemical warfare was the vaccines, okay? So, and that's why you had to work through your mind, and I found a reversal process for that. Don't worry, all right? I've got that with me. The chemical reversal process of the vaccines, and it did impact disability hugely. So we are here to work together, okay? I've even got the reversal process for the COVID vaccines. I started working on that when I said they might want to look into the COVID vaccines. I've worked very hard these last 4 years. People thought I was doing nothing, I was being lazy. No. I started working on holistic reversal processes to different things that happened. We've even got the COVID reversal process for the minds, for those minds that have been impacted by the COVID vaccines, which again I had to bring forward, okay? So we are all here to work together for the purpose of many. Oh, I'm a genius, yes. But meant to elevate and aid as many as we can and then teach it to others, so we can heal the whole collective across humanity, because these chemical warfares of the vaccines were the big problem. That's where you had to use your loaf and use your third eye for what was going on in the pandemic. Meditate. Do more meditation. Wherever you go, meditate. Doesn't mean you could sit like I do and sit and meditate, clear your mind space and put some healing, you know, Reiki healing sounds or sound wave healing on in the background. And they did try to control the minds as well. They did it to mine, it failed. They tried but failed. It doesn't work on me anymore. I'm immune. So meditate on it, okay? Meditate and you'll see what I mean. We are here for soul growth. And this is what we're here to do. Soul growth of many. All collectively, one consciousness working together. Right across the planet, okay? Don't worry, I've got some really exciting stuff coming up for you all. I create the healing, the reversal processes, and then teach it to others. My legacy. To hand down to everybody else across the planet. That is my legacy I leave behind one day. Not now. They can't steal it. They've tried. Postal swaps. Stop it. You got caught. I saw it. 3 years ago. Voiced it in. So stop. Soul growth. Come on. Elevate your souls. That's what you're here for. Spiritual laws apply, and spiritual laws of me got broken. Can't target me. Many have tried, and now you're gonna find that there are spiritual laws applying for trying to take out someone was important on healing this for everybody, okay? Lying about me, like I said. Spiritual laws apply, and I know spiritual laws off by heart, okay? I don't just specialize in disability law and human rights laws, and planet laws, humanities laws, spiritual laws, okay? Don't do it. Because we're here for planetary guidance. We're here to guide the planet to elevate as high as possible, to heal as many as possible. And that's why we're being targeted for voicing the truth, all right? That's why they're messing around with videos, stuff like that, causing problems, because the dark energy and the dark side doesn't want the truth out. So just keep yourself and your energy nice and cleansed. Thank you for reminding me when I needed it too, okay? I do appreciate you all more than you'll ever imagine. So keep going. We're here. We've got some far more exciting times coming up, all right? Those that didn't try and steal from me, you are part of this journey too, okay? We keep going for as many as we can here on it. Yes, family tree healing, which is what I've got into the business as well. Ancestral healing. Those that work with their ancestors and know that they are the generational curse breakers, like myself, will know the importance of ancestral healing. That's why I've got family tree healing into the business. Yeah, I specialize in family tree healing. It's whether or not the family wants to listen is another thing, okay? But ancestral healing, you'll know what went wrong in your own families in order to heal it. Look at all perspectives before judging, okay? But those that are doing ancestral healing, you're here for a good reason, okay? And you can do this. I have faith in many. More than I say. I have faith in people. North America, take note of your dreams at this time. Use sound wave healing to channel out any dark energy, okay? Remember, they created, in the military, they created signal blockers. Try and block your third eye. Go to the spiritual sound wave healing. It's important, okay? It's important to healing much, as you'll find. And that's for North America. Take note of your dreams at this time and use sound wave healing to channel it out, okay? Channel out any negativity. Sound wave healing is important, and I'm so glad that people are starting to realise that across the world. That's what I brought forward. Couldn't be stolen, like I said. Sound wave healing is important. Military creates these sound waves to block, signal block, especially for healers and truth tellers. Whereas we've got the counterbalance in sound wave healing, okay? Here to make a difference. No military personnel can block my personal healing energy. They've tried, and they may have done it for 10 minutes. Signal blockers are put on out on street corners, remember? When the, was it Spain, had that massive power outage, didn't they voice forward they could think and clear their minds for the first time with no electric? And speaking of electric, we've got some good news for England. So I did voice in that there was problems within electricity companies overcharging, and we know the reasons for that in England. And we were being overcharged bills, and I asked for an ombudsman to step in. Anyway, we've had a letter from the National Grid, because I did say nothing's changed in 100 years. Their representative came round today. All the electrics are being reworked on our area because we were having extortionately high electric bills. And I'm more than sure we were paying for several people's electric bills, or someone was siphoning our electric. Extortionately high electric bills that a factory wouldn't even do. And, you know, this is what we've been on battling for a while in England, the extortionately high electric bills. So National Grid have came around today, representative of, to say that they're redoing the electric works finally in the area. Remember, I had to voice in the fact of Severn Trent Water's problems as well, and none of the pipes have been changed in over 100 years. England was still running on the old Victorian systems. So National Grid are now redoing all the electrics. So there's some good news here, okay, for England. I did say I voiced it all to help England. come on. And they listened. Went, okay, we'll look into this. Thank you. You know? So, good news there. So the estate now and the area I'm taking care of, and what I had to voice in for the importance of Shrewsbury, but it was the whole of the UK too, as everyone else confirmed. They're now replacing electric wires and underground, so hopefully that will reduce the electric prices. But we know the reality of the war in Ukraine and Russia and America. They're the ones that own the main electric companies, you know, overpricing and overcharging. I'm an aware person, but my concerns were, how many vulnerable are they doing this to? So we do have some good news across England. Don't worry, I've sorted it. I said I would. Someone piped up and said, do it yourself, so I did. Did it all on my own. Need to learn. Glad to help. That's what I'm here for. So, the National Grid is now changing the electric wires. So I managed to voice the sewage problems. And yes, those are getting changed as well, you know, across England currently. Other life forms. We are not... Obviously, I've got a DNA that is partially not of this earth, as people know. That's also why they've been targeting my DNA and studying my DNA, and you can pack it in. You didn't have my permission for that. Other life forms. You're very 2D minded if you think humans are the only individuals in the universe. Think, okay. Start again. Come on. New beginnings. It's starting again. Taking the time to elevate humanity at a much higher level than ever before. I did say I'd make a difference. I promised a lot of people when I was 16, one day I'll do this, and I did. I'm glad to help. So deep state can stop now. Okay? Be aware of the dangers. Use your third eye, use your discernment. It's what it's there for. See the dangers around you and use your discernment. Now, what's fact from fiction? Yes, do your research. I encourage people. If you don't believe me, go do your research. I'm just the voice of truth, passing messages along the lines to help many others. Okay, so be aware of the dangers in your own countries. That's what you have to do. Look at the truth from fiction. Okay, and where humanity is being misrepresented, let's say, by government leaders. Not all. I'm not saying that, okay? Not all are corrupt. But corrupt world leaders can stop it. Plain and simple. Because they're the ones putting everyone in danger, okay? Causing problems. Which then leads to natural disasters around the planet. And some are man-made, as we found with the quarrying up here. And all the blasts that were happening. We've got a stone quarry up here, literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes from my house, which they explode, and that's what causes all the vibrations to come down, shakes all the houses in the estate for every Wednesday for the last, well, I've been here 23 years. That's also part of the subsidence problem. This is the quarrying based in hell. So, some are man-made, some are not. Some are natural evolution of the planet when tectonic plates move and everything naturally, okay? Remember, continents shifts and move anyway, naturally, every so often. But these are excessive right now. Some are indeed very man-made. Quarrying blasts create some of it. Fracking, I think, was one of the big ones as well. So we need to see less natural disasters across the planet. Like I said, some are man-made. Some are natural processes of the earth. Some are being caused from solar activities, increasing volcanic activities, that sort of thing. But some are being created by man. Yes. Divine Masculine. You know what you have to do there. For the Divine Masculines, you are supposed to protect the feminines as they're protecting humanity and the earth. supposed to work together equally, creating a balance between the two. Okay? This is where the fun begins. We get to elevate the planet all together, all of us together. That's what we should be doing. Not, you know, they pit, by the way, twin flames against other twin flames. Don't let them do that. We should be working in unison. Guess right, Spirit guys. I used to work for Unison years ago. I used to be a member of Unison. And working in disability. So even the trade unions I used to work for. So my daughter working for GMB, I used to go with her to the meetings and that. Told you. Can't get the better of us. Never will. Italy. Family in Italy at this time. Be aware in your own country. There are others in Italy not of this earth. Hello to Italy. Hello to family in Italy. You'll always be family to me regardless. And they know that I'm protected by me. They are protected by me. Okay? Family in Italy. Watch the ley lines in Italy as well at the moment, please. Tectonic plates are shifting as well around Italy. Keep an eye on that. To the corrupted mediums, go do your shadow work. I'm not corrupt. I'm uncorruptible, okay? Those that took payments to target me got corrupted. Unpay yourself. Don't be so corrupt and think twice. Don't do it again. Soul health. Keep your soul health going. Soul health is keeping yourself elevated, doing things you love. They'll never stop me doing my mediumship. I'll probably die doing mediumship and then come back in the spirit realm. I'll be being channeled by other spirit mediums, and I'll still be doing my work. I'll never give up my work. Never. Not for no one. Because we're here to protect the planet, the actual planet Earth. That's why my nickname, one of them, is Gaia. We are here to protect the planet, as I'm an Earth Mother. And yes, I did used to make perfume in my childhood with flowers. I did. Natural. Yes, I'm looked into doing that as well. I know others are doing that as well. We all do the same sort of things. Greece. Greece may be facing some social upheaval soon. Okay? But it's for the better of many. If people's voice all stood together, how much change could be made? Here for guided ascension. That's what we're here to do. Guide the ascension of people on the planet. Okay? World leaders in Greece. Listen to your people more. People know what's right. All governments need to listen to their people more. There's no point saying, oh yes, we're listening to the people, such as our own government. That's why I said now we'll see change. Yeah, it wasn't change for the better, you know. But it was change. I did pre-warn that there was not change for the better, so don't worry. World leaders need to listen to their own people. They do. Not listen to their people and then create the opposite, which causes a detriment. If there's a social imbalance, especially in disability, listen. Listen to the charities. That's why I said, you know, listen. Listen to the people and what they're saying. Massive social upheaval in England at the moment, and it's because people have been put on for one too many years by the British government. You know, they all say one thing and do another. That's government for you. And then people learn by that. How can people learn if they don't do the right thing? You lead by example. I put my money where my mouth is, my actions match my words. The British government say one thing and do another. So how can the people then learn to do the same who believe in the government? They then learn to do the same. Say one thing and do another. How high up do you want to take it? Spotting all these problems. Tarot readers, working together. Your freedom is important. That's why we're all being targeted for our freedoms. Our freedoms are in the balance. They want to control us. That's tarot readers voicing the truth. Nope, I'm here to help set you all free too. Okay? I know I haven't done readings for a while, and I do apologise, and I appreciate all the hard work you put into helping me over the last 3 or 4 years. Believe you me. I appreciate you all. But now I'm getting back to my own readings. For we are here with plant life healing, holistic healing. I've been using plant life healing since I was a kid. Again, healing natural in all directions. I was gardening with a kid, you know, as a kid, learning how to splice roses together and create new hybrid roses, things like that. I've always been a gardener. Libra, your turn to reverse the process of the damage done and the lies told about me. Truth. Your government has been involved in fooling you too. Okay? Truth. Libra. Now I'm here for justice and balance. And I'm a Libra. I have Libra in my chart. I'm not a Libra, sorry. Rephrase, but there's a particular Libra out there that's been causing a lot of naysay about me. Wrote it into the novel for a reason, okay? Don't do that. You just create negative karma to be yourself, alright? My husband spotted you on my copycat. I'm not copycatting. Got your own success. You don't need to be me. Work alongside me, not be me. You find the truth. You will find the truth in your own lives, right? But a lot of damage was done, and now you all have to reverse the process. Those that targeted me, you now have to reverse the process of untarget me and fix what was broken. You know, it's up to you if you do or not. Either way, if you don't, the angelic realm will have something to say. That is the truth. That's how spiritual all works. Don't target one person that was elevating many in the pandemic, because we are of high vibration. In fact, I did get angelic numbers through, and this could be for collective too. I got angelic 1122, great shift. First, focus on positive changes occurring due to your efforts, then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. Personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals, oneness, combination, and completion. 1122, which is also the 1111, obviously, is your sign for twin flames. 1122 is double mission for humanity and planet. That is what the resolve is of twin flames. So I got that through in an angelic confirmation this morning. So I'm posting that out to everyone else too who's working alongside me. And we're on 1122. And then immediately after, I got 1144. High vibes. Divine intervention, prosperity. Ugh, I've got to get my glasses on. Where are my glasses? Daylight, certain types of light affects my eyesight. So, divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. I had that through 11:44 after the 11:22, so it's double numbers. So if you imagine 11:11 is your twin flame symbol, and when you get through 11:22, it means you're on a double mission. Doubles up again. Okay, so we are high vibing. We are working to our highest vibrational selves. Okay, here for the benefit of many, confirmed high vibration. So then I got 15:15 and 14:14. So 14:14 is about lightening the energy, elevating the energy. After the pandemic, everything became so heavy and serious. Even I did. You know, we went through too much in the pandemic. Elevating as many as we can. I went through so much in one go. So it's about lightening up, lightening the energy, bringing back that light bubbly. For me, bringing back that light bubbly energy I used to be. Not so heavy and serious. No, not in weight. Some people have been commenting my weight. That's a low vibrational thought. To pass judgment based on how someone looks. Have a think about that. My husband's never judged me based on looks. Or weight. Or build. That's low vibrational in thought in itself. So, don't comment on people's weights. That's judgmental. Okay? Lighten up. We've all got to lighten up here to elevate the energy. Bring back some humour. Yeah? And then 15:15 came through. So the big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movements, skills and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, other supports coming your way. Keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. So, hard work, healing, elevation brings in success, big break. It's my turn for a big break. You know, I've been working hard all my life. You know, and it's cost me much. It has, but in the same sentence, it can't prevent it. And they've tried to prevent my finances. That was another thing. They put a stop to our finances. Death magic on finances, relationships, you name it. I mean, everyone's seen it terrorized around the world anyway. And that's why those that created it are under judgment by God. The angelic realm. Can't do that. That's not right. I've never done that to anyone. Would never dream of harming anyone like that. I wouldn't dream of harming anyone, full stop. You know? So those that are working with me, not against me, rest assured, changes are coming for the better. I got the angelic signs through this morning. So keep going, keep elevating. We're on this. We're on it. It's the saying in England, on it like a car bonnet. You know? No, I'm not a prostitute, for goodness sakes. Will people stop the Mary Magdalena was a slut? She wasn't. She was Jesus's twin flame and healer. That's why the Gospel of Mary Magdalene needs to be put back into the Bible. It's in the Vatican. She was not a tart, a slut, a reputable prostitute. That is another lie of history. And this is what creates paradoxes and parallel universes. The minute the lie is told in history, it creates a paradox. And then you end up with the Mandela effect. That's why we unlearn the lies in history and we put back the truth. And the parallel and the Mandela effects, you'll find, will disappear. Because things have changed. Go research the Mandela effect. Some people remember Nelson Mandela dying. Some people remember him being set free. I've got a parallel between two I remember him dying, yet I remember doing charity work to set him free too when I was a kid. Hence the name Mandela Effect. We've got two different changes and shifts. Have a look into the Mandela Effect. You'll see what I mean. This is where we heal the planet, bring the truths of history to light, the lies in history and humanity, the truths come out, and that then heals the planet, and we elevate people at the same time, creating planetary energetic shifts for the better. That's what we're here for, okay? There were so many lies told throughout history, and the biggest one was Mary Magdalena. Come on. It wasn't fair on her, was it? No? Mary Magdalena was not a prostitute. She was a healer. She was Jesus' right-hand man and a twin flame. And the truth is held within the Vatican. Okay? Obviously coming from Roman Catholic faith originally. I would sense and pick up on it. Entertainment industry. Remember, mediums are not here for entertainment purposes. We're here to elevate humanity. The entertainment industry that created a lot of lies about me. Making up to do. Correct the mistakes, please. We are starseeds. Okay? We're here for the benefit of the planet and many. No more lies telling about me. Muse doesn't appreciate being lied about. One is not a muse. I had to say it once. Come on. I had to say it once. See, putting back the humour. No, I'm not Queen Victoria in a past life, although my daughter seems to think so. She did. Although I'm a humanitarian. And again, Queen Victoria and Albert, if you watch the thing on Netflix, Queen Victoria was actually massive into anti-slavery and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get through to everybody that thought the royal family were bad people. No, not all. There's only a few oddballs, you know. I won't get shot in flames for saying that, because I've been called a weirdo all my life for being a medium. I'm not ashamed to say that, am I? So, we are starseeds, the light workers and healers, here for the benefit of many. It's, yeah, look to ancient civilizations, okay? Ancient civilizations hold the keys to the truth. The truth shall prevail, okay? And even lies were told throughout history, creating paradoxes and parallel universes. What you do in this life, you may do something different in a parallel universe, but it also created the Mandela Effect. And CERN did a lot of that. Research into CERN. Yes, the murderers will get caught out there. Okay? Oh, police involvement. What a surprise. Covering up. Stop it. Corrupt police officers. Stop. There are murderers out there. And I've been working as, well, remember I was ex-police as well in my youth crime division. So I actually wanted to be a pathologist in my younger days. It's funny how dreams change and then circle back round again to help. And I've been helping police on missing persons cases, tracking down paedophiles, you know, helping the justice system for a long time. We're here for justice of the people. Hang on, something just came through. So as I had to voice forward the corruption in the police force, Oh, some of the police were being paid to create some murders. Okay, you might want to look into that. Not me, obviously. I've not killed anyone. I wouldn't. I never used to like it when I worked at the vets and had to put animals to sleep through euthanasia. I hated it. They'd have to give the injection. I had the best veterinary training ever, Mr. Adams. He made us work really hard, really hard. But he'd throw me in the deep end quite often and say, come on, the only way you're going to learn is through experience and not out of a book. That's what I base my life on, life experience. And yes, I've learned through books, but I also like life experience. You get more experience out of life experience. So I was often thrown in at the deep end. But you may find some of the... Oh, I know what this is about. Something I witnessed back in '97. Why I had the spirit of someone come through. I know what this is about. When I was woken up in a duty of service in '97 during the death of Princess Diana, I know what this is about. Police involvement, murder, justice. That's why I was sent in to do healing in '97. I had premonition of her passing too, written in the books, okay? I saw who did it. That's why they've been targeting me ever since '97. This car I was in is '98. I was meant to be one in '97 and not survive. My mum stopped me from going through that. Shield your energy at this time, please, out there. Be careful. Basically, the spirits that came to me that were bumped off, I will say it like that because that's the truth, are the ones that made a difference. If someone tried to make a difference, they'd be bumped off. Too many people in history that have made a difference were bumped off. That's why they tried to bump me off, because I was here to make a difference. Yeah, she's still with us. So I wrote her into the novel. She had a message through to say she's still here. And it is, the work we're doing is bigger than us, okay? Right around the world. The energy is bigger than us. But that's why I wrote into the novel all those that were assassinated. If you look at the pattern of who was assassinated, you'll see the people that were assassinated were here to make a difference for people and planet. That's why the UN is making it very clear they can't keep targeting us humanitarians and planetarians, elevators of the planet. They can't, because it's happened for too many. Funny enough, here you go. As the United Nations say, all cultures matter. Glad to work with the United Nations. I did want to work with the UN when I was a kid. Oh, look. So, all cultures matter. UN, you need to protect your energy as well at the moment. Be careful. Warriors for people and planet. Just be careful at this time. They're still targeting. They're still targeting those that want to make a difference. And we're all here to make a difference. All of us. I have since childhood. I actually wanted to work for the Red Cross in disaster relief. That was one of my ambitions as a child. Well, I'm doing a little bit more than that right now, aren't I? So, UN, be careful. Stand your ground. Keep standing your ground. Protect your energy. Maybe someone out there wishing to target the UN at this time. Please be careful. Step up security around the building. There are people that are opposed to the elevation of planet, and this is for all warriors now who've been targeted. Humanitarians and planetarians, we've all been targeted over the years. Those of us that want to make a difference. Tighten security at this time around the UN, please. I'm being shown the gun with the knot in it. Just be careful, keep an eye on that area maybe. We are here to achieve peace on earth. That is nothing more, nothing less than I would love to see achieved. I've prayed every Christmas, every birthday for peace on earth since I was a kid. Peace on earth should reign. Take care of your bodies at this time, for you're here for a higher purpose too. Yes, they've been targeting humanitarians for quite some time, and those that get bumped off. That's why I wrote it into the books, okay? If you look at the pattern of people that were assassinated, you'll see why, because they wanted to make a difference. That's why they've tried to assassinate me so